Hello everyone and welcome to the Apple Vision Pro Creation Masterclass. In this video, the first video, we will start preparing the scene and start modeling the Apple Vision Pro. As you can see, we have camera, light, and cube here. I don't want them, so I will delete them. Just grab them like that and hit delete from the keyboard to delete them. And I have some images in this tool. It's called PureRef. It's very nice and important tool to use. I added all of these images here, and you should find all of these images inside the resource folder. I'm going to choose one of these images, maybe this one or whatever one, and use it as a reference image so I can follow the lines of the Apple Vision Pro. And I have this folder. This folder, it will be in the resource as well. This folder has all the images as well. So let's see from where we can start. All right, maybe we can start using this image right here. Let's open it first. Not this one. I think I have another option, maybe this one. I will put this in the front view and I will start track the shape of this of the Apple Vision Pro. So let's go to the front first. Go to the front. If you want to go to the front, hit 1 from the keyboard. And I just would like to mention that whatever button I will use, it should be showed here in this area. So you can use the tilde key, hit tilde key, and you can choose front, top, back, right, whatever view you like, or you can use the numpad. For me, because I have a numpad, I will hit 1 from the numpad to jump to the front. So this is the front view, and as you can see right here, it's written front view. And I will open the folder and click and drag and put the image right here. The image is very big. Here you have two options. You can scale this down and make it small and work with small model, or you can make it big, normal, and after you finish everything, you can apply all the modifiers and scale the model to whatever scale you like. For me, because it's a little bit annoying when you scale, when you work with small scale, whatever object you will add, it will be big when you add it. After that, you should go to the setting and change the setting to make it small, or you can scale it. I should do that every time when I add an object. If I want to avoid that, I can create something very huge, about 2 meters. I know that's too much and it's not make sense, but after I create everything, I can scale this down and apply the scale. So after adding the image, I want to center it and put it in the center. It's very simple. Just hit Alt G to reset the position, and that's it. And now we have this in the center. You can put it above the center if you like. That's okay. It's optional. And after that, I will push this a little bit far from the creation area because I want to create the model here, and I don't want any intersection happen here or overlapping. Just push this a little bit, and this will be enough. Maybe a little bit more, like that. And here we have the ability to change the option of the image after you select it. If you go here, you can control the opacity of the image, and you can make this visible in the front, not in the both side, because now if I look at the image, I can see this side and this side, but if I turn this or switch this to front, I can see the front, not the back, and that's nice. I want that. So switch this to front, and now maybe we can start do something or create something. And before we doing that, I have one of these images. I think it's very important to add here as well. Let's try to find it first. It should be right here somewhere. Yeah, this one right here. Okay, this image is very nice and good image, showing us the Vision Pro from the top with all the details. The most important thing for me, this part. So I will import this image as well and use it. All right, let's exit and let's go to the top. And I will bring this image here and hit Alt key to reset the position. And I want to align this line with this line. I want to scale one of them. Either you make this one smaller or make this one bigger a little bit. Well, in this case, we need a guide. Let's add a guide. The guide is very simple. Just add an object. For example, you can add cube, and I can use this as a guide. I will put the edge of the cube, align the edge of the cube with this edge of the Vision Pro. So let's put this one right here, and you can scale it to the Z. And hit Shift D to take another copy like that. And let's align this line with the edge of the headset. And here from the top we can see that we have a distance. We should scale the image a little bit to align this line here with the box. All right, let's move these boxes a little bit, or you can scale them like that to the Y. Grab this image and scale it until the edges hit the boxes. So hit S and scale it like that. If you have any variation, make sure to put this in the center. Now I should hit G and move this a little bit in the center like that. And maybe scale this a little bit more. And now it's aligned. By the way, it's not so quite necessary to be perfect. And let's go to the front and let's see. All right, now this image is not perfectly in the center, because as you can see, this is the middle area. This is the middle area, and this is the middle of the image. Well, that's mean we should move it maybe a little bit. I will hit G to move this maybe right here. Something like that. It will be nice. So this is the center point of the software. And now let's go to the top. Well, before you do that, maybe we should move these boxes a little bit, grab them like that, and hit G to move them to the x-axis and realign them. And now for this image, I will go to the top and realign it as well. Just focus on one side and just move it like that, and this side will be fit. And after doing that, you can move the image down, put it right here, and you can turn on the front. We don't need to see it from the back. And the guide, we don't need it anymore. You can grab them and hit delete to delete them. And after that, drop these images and then hit M from the keyboard to open the collection menu. And I will put these images inside the new collection, hit new, and let's call these brief images just to recognize them. And now we have them right here. All right. Now we have to do something. Well, because we have a curve here, if you open this, if you grab this point and push it like that, and this point and push it like that, the headset will be a little bit longer. If you draw a line like this is the size until now. But if you open it, it will be almost, it will reach this point maybe, like that. And I will give you example. Let's assume that we have a cylinder right here. So this is the one of the point of the cylinder, and this is the far point. and this is the distance between this point and this point. But if you open the cylinder like a tape, it will be like this. As you can see, the distance now become greater. The same scenario happened right here. Well, to determine the size, let's go to the front and let's try to create a guide for us. I will hit Shift A to add, and I will add plane here. And now we have plane aligned with the ground like that, but you can't see it. When you add the plane, go to this menu and open it. And the alignment here, switch it to view. I just want to align the plane to the view, that's it. And scale it, make it a little bit wide, like that maybe. And after doing that, because we rotate and scale, some deformation happened to the geometry. We need to reset the rotation because we rotate it, and we need to reset the scale because we scale this to the X. So hit Control A, and then hit apply to the scale and apply the rotation. All right, now after doing that, I will go to the top and hit Z to go to wireframe so I can see that my plane. And I will compare it. I will move this maybe right here because these points are the farthest points we have here. As you can see here, the plane is greater than the headset. So I will scale the plane until these points aligned with the Vision Pro. As you can see from this side, it's very close. Maybe we can, I don't know, maybe we can move the image, but you can ignore it. It's not so important for now. All right, so roughly we got the size. So this is the size. Control A, apply the scale because we scaled this. Now I will tap to switch to the edit mode, or you can go here and go to the edit mode. And I will add multiple edges here using Control R shortcut. Control R, and you will have a preview here. Rotate the wheel forward to add multiple cuts like that and make it smooth, something like that. You can add 22, you can control it from here. And now we got this result, as you can see. And now I will add a bend modifier so I can bend this a little bit. Tab out, and I will go to the modifier and open the list to add symbol deform. Inside symbol deform, we have multiple options. One of them is bend, so I will use bend and change this to Z. I want to bend this to Z. As you can see here, we have some angle or bending. And let's go to the top. And so if I make this 0, the size of this plane aligned, or it's fit to the size of the Vision Pro. I will move this right here and make this a little bit longer. Or let's curve it a little bit like that to follow the shape. And now it's following the shape of the headset a little bit. And I want to make this a little bit longer. Tap to go to the edit mode and scale this a little bit to the X. And when you do that, you can see here this line, it's extended a little bit like that when I scale the plane to the X. If that's a little bit difficult to you to see, you can see it from here in the perspective. When I scale this, you can see how that can affect the result. You can scale it and you can apply the scale after that. Or if you like, if you want to make this a little bit taller, you can extrude new vertices or edges like that. So here you have two options. Maybe we can use the extrude, but before I do that, I will make some change here. I will control the opacity and make it a little bit transparent, and I will go back here and tap to go to the edit mode, grabbing these vertices like that, and I will zoom here. So this is the end of the edge, as you can see. I will extrude these, hit E to extrude, and then S to the X And when I do that, as you can see now, it's become a little bit bigger. So, all right. Well, that's mean this is the size. Okay, this is the size. Let's turn this off for now. This is the size of the headset when you open it. The idea is I want to create the headset, like flat geometry, and after that, when I add all of these details, I will bend it back. That will make the modeling process easier for us, and that's what I'm going to do. So this is our guide, and now let's use it. I will go to the front, and because I just want these edges, I will apply the symbol deform first. Sorry, let's see what's happening here. Or you can maybe delete it. Yeah, you can delete it. And I will tap and I will grab all of these vertices and maybe hit F to delete these faces. I just want this guide and this one on the other side. That's all. All right. Tab out and I will add you can add a new cube, and tap to go to the edit mode, hit A to select all the vertices, hit 1 to switch to the vertex mode, and then hit M to open the merge menu, because I want to merge or collapse all of these vertices at one vertex so I can use it. And when you open the merge menu, hit merge at center, and now we have just one vertex right here I can control. I will hit G to the Z to move this up. Now I'm moving this vertex up here. As you can see, it's right here. And I will start extruding this vertex to follow the curve that I have here. Just keep hitting E to extrude and start following the shape of the headset. All right, let's extrude this a little bit here. You can increase the number of the vertices in this area because we have strong edge. For example, I can add one extra vertex right here and start following this curve in a good way. By the way, if you want to add a vertex, just hit Ctrl R and put the mouse in the middle of the edge and hit left click to confirm. And let's move this over here. Hit E to extrude this here. One extrusion maybe here, maybe one here, and maybe one here. All right, so we started from this point and we ended here. I want these vertices to be aligned to the center. I don't want this vertex to go far like that and this one go to this direction. I don't want any variation between them. In this case, to do that, you can grab them like this, just these together, and you can scale them to the X. And in this way you can align them together to the X-axis. So hit S to scale, X to choose the axis, and then 0, and then enter. And now they are aligned. And after doing that, maybe we can control the space between the vertices. If I grab all these vertices to see, we have some variation in the distance. I have a good add-on here. Let's activate it together. Go to the add-on section after you go to the preferences, and let's search for loop tool, LOOP. This add-on is very important, at least for me. It can give you extra tools to use it when you model something. Just activate it, and when you hit right click in the edit mode, you will find the loop tool right here, and we have multiple options. I will select all of these vertices, or let's say maybe start from here at least and end here. Grab all these vertices starting from here and ends here, and ignore these for now. And I will hit right click and I will use this option right here. It's called space. This option here will fix the distance between the vertices. and now we got an even distance, and that's something cool. And for this area, if you like, you can grab these, for example, and fix the distance between them, and this will be enough. All right, that's very cool. But because this one is flat, we should scale it a little bit to this direction and align this point with this line of the guy that we created. All right, let's go to the front, and I will grab all these vertices, and I will scale this out like that. So hit S to the X. If you hit the scale and if you try to scale it, the scale will work to the center like that. I want something else. I want to scale it from this point out. Because we have the 3D cursor in the middle, I can use it as a point to scale this out from this point. Or you can use the active vertex. You can make one of these vertices the active and scale this out. The easiest way is using the 3D cursor. So go to the transform pivot point and change this to 3D cursor, and then hit S to the X and scale this out until this vertex hits the guide. And I think that's it. That's very cool. Now tab out, and I want to mirror this on the other side. I want mirror modifier. Go to the modifier and add mirror modifier, and now we have this mirrored and perfect. And now we got this, and that's something cool. After doing that, I will apply the mirror. I don't want it anymore. And I will tap to go to the edit mode, and I will hit E to extrude this a little bit like that. And I want to check the thickness and align it with this guide. I can grab the image and move it a little bit and align this point with this point right here. And I will start scaling this geometry until I align this point with this point. Maybe I should go back here and turn off the opacity so I can see the details better. G to move the image, and let's move it and align this with the geometry from this side, and yeah, that's very cool. Now I will grab the geometry and tap, and in the X-ray mode you can hit Alt-Z to switch to the X-ray mode. I will grab all these vertices and hit G to move, and I will move them almost right here. So this is the thickness of the headset. All right, that's very cool. That's nice. And now we got the thickness. All right, after that, we need to give this a little bit thickness to this direction, because it's, as you can see, it's like a tape. I want another modifier here, but before I add any modifier, I want to check the face orientation. Let's go to the overlays and activate face orientation. As you can see here, we have blue color and red color. All right, the blue color are the faces that should be visible to the camera, and the red colors, they should be hidden. To fix that variation, you can tap to go to edit mode and then hit A to select all these vertices, and you can hit shift with N to recalculate the normal. Okay, shift N, and yeah, now done. All right, so now we have side, blue side, and red side. That's correct. All right, here in the middle we got some problem with the mirror modifier, but that's okay. It's simple to fix. Okay, after doing that, you can turn this off. Sorry. And let's try to fix this problem. We have very close edges. Grab these vertices, hit M, and merge at the center to make these vertices to the center, and those as well, hit M. And the same scenario for these. Grab these, hit M, merge at the center, and those as well. And now done. Okay, now we got the thickness, we got everything. And now let's make a quick test to see what we got. I will tap and I will add a simple deform again, and I will choose bend to the Z like that, and go to the top. I will bend it like this, and we should get close result. Let's see what we got here. All right, if that doesn't work, you can scale it a little bit more until this fits to the guide. All right, let's see how can we do that. All right, let's crop this, the geometry, and let's go to the top, and maybe we can scale it just a little bit from the center out like that, and hit Ctrl A, apply the scale, and then activate this. As you can see now, it's become a little bit closer. Turn this off, scale this again like that, Ctrl A, apply the scale, and yeah, now it's very nice and close. All right, something like that. All right, now I will turn the symbol deform off, or you can delete it for now. And now let's give this a little bit of thickness. I will go back here and add a solidify to give this a thickness, and let's change this. All right, you can make it thick for now. Maybe something like that, I guess, or maybe a little bit more. All right, let's bring the reference images here because I just want to talk about something. If you compare this point here with this one a little bit lower. That means this side we should move it inside a little bit. Just keep that in mind. Okay, let's put this image right here, and let's move this right here for now. Okay, for now the thickness is cool. I will accept it, and I will apply the solidify. I don't want it anymore, and I will tap to go to the edit mode and switch to the edge. Hit 2, alt click on this edge to grab it, and I will hit G 2 times. G, and I will move these edges down like this so I can create this taper, something like that. G again, and now we got something close to this result. And after that we should find a solution for this error, because it should be we should have a curve here, we should have a curvature. I will add one edge here in the middle, and I will push this to the all direction. To do that, you can hit Alt S and push this edge out. And if you like, you can go to the right view to get a better result. Right or left. All right, so hit Alt S and let's move this out like that. And I will add one edge here and one here as well, and I will grab them. This one is already selected. For this one, you can hit Alt Shift and click to grab it, and then hit Alt S to push these out like that. All right, and now let's compare the results. Let's see if we did is make sense or not. All right, so far the result looks nice. Let's check this, but I think we went too far. Maybe we should take one of these edges down, maybe this one, alt click, and let's go to the left, hit Alt S, and just take this down a little bit. Maybe this one as well, Alt S, and move it down just a tiny bit. And I think this result is close to the reference images. Yeah, it's very close. All right, so this is the first step. By the way, the guide, I don't want it anymore, just delete it. Yeah, this is the first step. I will end this video here, and I will see you in the next one.